Hello everybody and welcome to Jumputi Heroes News. It's been a little while since the last video. In that time, just been farming stuff, whatever. It got towards the end of the Kimetsu no Yaiba event. It got a little bit sparse. I'm kind of running out of things to farm. Luckily, that's about to change. We have the new event. You can see our background, you can see our setting that we're in. We have a Dragon Ball event, Dragon Ball Feature Festival number 3. This is because we have Gohan, Goku, Goten Day, the 8th, the 9th, the 10th of May, and they're doing an event for it, which is what they did last year. Does that mean that we're going to get a One Piece event for One Piece Day at the end of July? I don't know. But what I do know is we've got a Dragon Ball event right now, and my opinions on this event are sort of mixed. Let's just jump into what's going on. So no live stream for this one. The only thing going on outside of the game that we're aware of at the moment is this one retweet campaign, and they've got a little teaser video here for Bardo, who is the new limited unit. Not a very long teaser, unfortunately, but that's just, you know, whatever. But he's not all that they're adding. He's not all that they're adding. So we've got this stuff happening at the start of the event. Now you'll want to get involved with this stuff from the get-go. Like, don't miss out on these days, because this is going to be some of the best rewards from the event in its entirety. So the first 3 days login and the first 3 days daily missions, you'll get 290 rubies from the login, and you'll get 300 from the daily missions. That is a total of 590 rubies for 3 days, plus whatever you get from, you know, normal stuff. So just don't miss that. Whatever you do, even if you don't care about Dragon Ball, don't miss that, okay? The normal login bonus will just be rubies and Dragon Ball gacha tickets and some other bullshit nobody cares about. And that's going to go on for 2 parts. This is a 2-part event. The ticket gacha is what it is. Like, if you're like me, you probably got shafted on most events with these tickets. I think I've had 2 5 stars from these tickets that I can remember, and one of them was a dupe. So it's not great. It's not great. Daily mission giving us 50 extra stamina is much appreciated. But again, I'm running out of things to farm, so it doesn't really matter much to me. But for new players, very good. The daily stage. They didn't really expand on this. They just said clear it 5 times to get a Ginyu Force Legend summon, which is making me think it might not be very good. It might be one of those ones that just stays at level 1 and it just like is a gag and it debuffs you or something. I don't know. But they haven't made it clear how we get the books. So when they don't do that, I'm always suspicious. Because, you know, with what's his name? Kaguya Ubiyashiki. His books were announced before it was even confirmed you'd be able to get him. So it's whatever. This event has 4 farmable units. Now, I don't know how they're gonna do this, because in the Kimetsu no Yaiba event we had 2 Transcendents and 2 Catastrophes, plus a bunch of other little bits sprinkled in. There's no Transcendent event here. There's none. So it's just one Catastrophe event, this event, a few little bits sprinkled in, and then whatever's happening in part 2, which is not 100% fleshed out, confirmed information, but regardless, we have 4 farmable units, Namek, Krillin, and then Ginyu, Recoome, and Zarbon. No news on Dodoria, no news on the rest of the Ginyu Force, so I don't really know. It's weird. It is weird, but who knows? Maybe one of them will be good. Maybe. Probably not. But they could have easily split this up into separate events, and I don't know why they didn't. Because if you're going to give 4 units away, you could have had like a Ginyu story event, and that would give Recoome and Ginyu, and then you could have Krillin and Zarbon in like separate events, or you could have Zarbon as a Transcendent and then Krillin as like some kind of bingo free thing, whatever. Putting them all in the same event is weird to me. I don't get it because I don't get it. I don't get it. This event, which has a really stupid name because that's apparently the phrase you're supposed to say to summon Purunga, and we've got Purunga. From what I gathered from what they wrote, which was not a lot, the item you see on the left of the banner is an item called Purunga's Wish, or a wish from Purunga, or whatever. And that item can be used to be traded in at the shop for certain items, including the panties. Man, writing this morning hurt me. It hurt me. So I'm not really sure of the specifics because, again, they haven't said how we get the books, so I guess you get the books from the store, but I don't know. But there is a Purunga Legend summon, and I think it's going to be a case of you can collect the Dragon Balls as many times as you want. Or maybe not as many times as you want, but like you'll be able to farm them or something and then trade them. I don't know how it's going to work. But you'll get the Dragon Balls, you'll trade those in for a wish and use the wish to trade in for rewards in the shop. We have this event returning. Now, sadly, this is not how you get the Shenron books. We know that you can only get the Shenron books from Unity Battle, which is going to be a bit further down the post. But there will be some other rewards available, including these. Yeah, these. But if you haven't got Shenron, you can get Shenron and you can farm his books and you'll get those, which are a free summon. It's a free summon, so you can't complain. The chances of you getting something good are quite low. I can't really remember anyone getting any 5 stars from this because you only got like 1 or 2 or something like that. I think you got 1 the first time around, then it came back, and then I don't know. Your chances of getting something are kind of low, so just cross your fingers, hope for the best. They've got units as new as the last event, which is great. So if you're very lucky, you could get yourself a Mitsuri or an Edina or someone like that. Much more likely you're going to end up with Brukia or someone like that. Much more likely. The Catastrophe class event, seemingly the only Catastrophe event for this feature festival, and that is First Form Frieza, the fear of the entire universe, Frieza. It's probably going to be the easier of the 2 Frieza events. Oh no, there's 3 Frieza events, isn't there? The easier of the 2 farmable Frieza events that are going to be on. And we have Bardo. I mentioned him, I showed him off at the top. This is strange. Why is it strange? Because Bardock was in the manga for like 1 panel. Like he was not, his story was not a proper part of the Dragon Ball manga. So this is once again, you know, they kind of twist what is eligible to be in the game, because he is technically not Weekly Shonen Jump. His animations, his you know, all this stuff, it's not Weekly Shonen Jump content, which is the same thing that happened with Silverman and Goldman and all that stuff. While those characters, yes, are technically from Weekly Shonen Jump, technically, the events depicted and the images shown and all this stuff, those are not from Weekly Shonen Jump. So does this kind of open the door to some other stuff in the future? Possibly. But I don't exactly know what. Like for example, one thing I can think of off the top of my head, though I don't think they would do this, if you follow One Piece, Zephyr is a canon character in One Piece, but all the stuff he does is outside of the manga. It's in the anime or the movie. I'm not exactly sure. I think it was an OVA, but there was definitely a movie. Same with Shiki. So either of those characters being made into characters in the game potentially could happen. I don't think it will, but that's the kind of example I wanted to use. I can't really think of any from other stuff. Like Bleach doesn't. I mean, Bleach has like filler stuff, but that doesn't really count. Naruto. The less said about that, the better. I don't know. There's a few examples probably you could think of yourself, but it's interesting to say the least. It's interesting to say the least. I mean, technically, could you say that other forms of Goku from other media outside of Weekly Shonen Jump would be eligible? I don't know if that's the case, but something to consider. Something to consider. The new heroes gacha. I'll be honest with you. I'm a bit air on this. The sprites look good. I'm not questioning that. The sprites look good. And I think at least for Vegeta and Piccolo, it's cool to have these particular versions of them. I don't really care about his Gohan, but whatever. The thing is, as a gacha, this does not appeal to me at all. And what's worse is, it doesn't have a guaranteed unit on the third multi. Instead, the third multi is free. So, you still have to go 4 multis to get a guaranteed new unit. So, in Kimetsu no Yaiba, that gacha was still worse than this one because, at least if you get to the third multi in this one, you're guaranteed one of these free. Whereas, in Kimetsu no Yaiba, you could still get Shinobu, which was bullshit. I don't think I got her in the end, which is good, because I already had her. But it was a possibility. Here, at least if you go up to the 4th multi, you're guaranteed a new one. But on the 3rd multi, you're not even guaranteed a 5-star. So you can go 3 multis without a 5-star. That's kind of rough. But then again, it's free. So it's only the equivalent of doing 2 multis anyway. I don't know. My point is, this gacha to me is not a big draw. And I think they know this is not the big draw of the event. And the big draw of the event is the Bardock and the other limited, who we definitely don't know who it is, and we can't say. Unity Battle Frieza. Another Unity Battle where it's a reprint. It's not going to drop copies of Frieza. It's just going to drop Soldier Souls, the farmable books for Shen... Well, not farmable, but the Legend Summon books for Shenron. Ticket fragments, jewel fragments, rubies, etc. But the Soldier Souls could be used to purchase copies of Frieza if you so chose to do that. I'm happy that the Shenron books are coming back because I didn't farm them properly last time. So I'll probably have a good go at this. I'll at least max out Shenron. I don't know how much more I'll do. But it's cool. If a unique battle's going to come around, like, I want it to either be a cool new unit that I really want, or like a reprint. Like, I don't really care too much about when they release a new unit and the Unity battle is not super like autoable or burstable or whatever, and it's like quite tedious. I just lose interest so quickly. Compare that to Uva again. It's a reprint, so who cares? But because it was a reprint, it was easy because it was the same difficulty as it was before, and I've got much better units now. So I was able to just breeze through the 10 million, no problem. And I'm hoping it'll be the same here with Frieza. We'll see, but I'm hoping it'll be the same. They've got this gacha to help you defeat the Catastrophe Frieza. I will not be pulling on this gacha, even though I'm 1 out of 4 in this gacha, and I'm quite interested in the 3 characters I don't have. I won't be pulling on this gacha. No way, no how. But these gacha are always tempting when they've got some units you really want, because it's like, look, other than the 18, who's an older unit, that is 3 2020 units, including one that is coming out this event, and they're all decent units. Like, even 18's a decent unit. Like, so if you were new to the game, oh boy. But if 18 was replaced with anybody I didn't have, I would probably do 3 multis on this. I would probably be tempted enough to do 3 multis just to get a guaranteed new unit. And it's like, I mean, 2020 units, always nice, always nice. This is the ticket pack that I will consider buying. 3,060 yen for 750 rubies and a guaranteed 5-star that will be one of those free featured units. I would personally hope for Piccolo. I don't care much about the Gohan. The Vegeta cool, but I prefer the Piccolo. The Piccolo is called like, what's he called? Planet Namek's strongest warrior. What a title! What a beast! So he'd be tempting. Other than that, the 2 sale packs for Goku Day. We have 750 rubies for 1840 yen and 1500 rubies for 3680 yen. I will say this, they're okay. They are okay sales packs. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just, when we had that sale pack where it was like, pay a certain amount and get 3,000 rubies in 30 days, that was insanely good. When we had the sale pack when it was like 5,000 rubies in 10 days, that was insanely good. It makes these other rubies seem, these other sale packs for rubies seem lackluster to me. But you know. Now part 2. The only thing that has been fully officially announced for part 2 is Genkai Battle Full Power Frieza. This is a new Frieza unit, and as you know, if you have been watching, and if you don't know, I suppose I'll tell you now, Genkai battles are the hardest stages in the game. There are 4 Genkai battles now, 1 of each colour, and they are the hardest challenges in the game. There's not much else to say. If you don't have top tier units, and you don't have units specifically with abilities that can counter whatever bullshit he's gonna throw at us, you're done. You're done. There's like no way to cheese them. You need just good units, and you need the good units in the right place used at the right time. And that's just how it is. So this event's probably gonna suck, and for anybody that's like new to the game from like Annie or whatever, you might be in some of the catastrophes, but if you're not pulling for certain units, you're gonna struggle. You're gonna struggle, and that's fine because these events come back. It's fine, but just don't go in expecting to have an easy time. We're also going to get from this Genkai Battle tickets. If you get up to a certain stage, you'll have 10 Genkai Battle Full Power Frieza tickets, and that will guarantee you a 5-star unit for free. Who it will be, I don't know. I don't know what kind of pool they're going to put. I'm hoping it's going to be an updated pool, but it's probably going to be 29. Would they do 20? It would probably be 2019 pool, like a normal 5-star ticket. But it would be nice if they updated it. It would be nice. Limited gacha. If you can't make it out from that tiny little silhouette, it is Namek Super Saiyan Son Goku. He is going to counter this Frieza, which means he's probably going to be green, which is very weird. But then again, Tanjiro was red, which is the colour that made sense for him. But he was supposed to be like a counter for Zohakten, or Zohakuten, who was yellow, so he didn't have type advantage. And I don't even really know how he countered him, per se. In my opinion, they just wanted to release a cool Goku unit. So, if he's green, if he's yellow, whatever fucking colour he is, I don't think it matters. They just want to release a cool Goku unit, and people are going to pull for it. We're finally getting Namek Super Saiyan Goku, and I'm sure people are very excited about it. We also have the standard Dragon Ball Tower boost, and 2 other events. One of them is a daily event that we've had before. This one, we don't know what it is. We have no idea. They've released no information about it. So, that's basically all there is to the news. Dragon Ball Feature Festival, it starts on Gohan Day, which is in 2 days from me recording this, on the 8th. And make sure you take part in the first 3 days. The first 3 days are the best rewards. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do any summons, whatever. But once the data download comes, if there's any additional information, maybe I'll make a news video. I don't know. But until then, I'll see you guys later.